So, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Talking Treats. This is a podcast brought to you by the Treats team, where we explore people's passions. We discuss the struggles of having a passion. We invite guests from all over the world in order to learn the best ways to enjoy, learn, and ultimately grow from our passions. Today, I'm joined by the wonderful ladies of the Treats team, where we want to explore the organization as a whole, from the outside, from the inside, see what the future holds for us, see what this 2021 has held for us. It's been a very successful year. And we're very proud to share the different accomplishments that we've had as a team, and then look forward to what are the, let's say, accomplishments that we want to succeed in for the next year. So to welcome to Laura, Andrea, and Jess, thank you for being here today.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I want to do a quick round of what are the things that you remember the most from the year 2021 in Treats. Let's start with Lori, our founder and director.
The thing that marked me the most, I think it'll have to be the summer getaway, because it was our first time organizing such a big event, and there's a lot of planning went into it, a lot of love, passion, and learning also. It was just a great time. Yeah, I think that's my highlight. Oh, well, no, obviously there's another one, but I'll let maybe someone else.
Andrea?
I agree with Lauriane, but mine is the Ghana trip, because I really had the chance to meet the kids and the charity that we're supporting, Teabag, and it was just a beautiful experience, personally, but also for Treats.
Yeah. How about you, Jess?
For me, well, I didn't have the chance to go to Ghana, very unfortunately. So it would have to be the retreat for me. It was really so amazing. And I think what was even more amazing was the feedback that we got from the retreat, all the love and support. And yes, we had so many good returns. I think that's really what triggered our motivation even more.
You know, it's interesting that you all said physical events that we had. Because our organization, let's say, started in a virtual concept. We wanted to connect people that were locked at home, and the only way that we could do that was through virtual means. And the highlights is when it really became real. It became physical, meeting the people that we were trying to help, meeting some of the members that were participating in the social media and the virtual events. It's an interesting thing that ultimately, in the end, what we're missing nowadays more than anything is the physical contact between people, right?
Yeah. Sure. What about you, Carlos? What's your highlight?
I had to say, the podcasts have been really cool. I really enjoyed doing these podcasts. There's not one particular one that I would say stood out especially, but just the ability to explore this new passion that I didn't think I had. I didn't even know was inside of me. And
really good at it.
Yeah, thank you. In the end, it's funny because we're here in Treats to share our passions that we already came with maybe perhaps many years of experience. But the fact that it's given me the opportunity to explore a new one that I didn't even have. And in fact, hopefully at some point with my actual job, I'll be pursuing a podcast as well with them. So the experience that I'm getting here and pushing my passion to break the professional barrier, it's very rewarding. So let's go to the negative side then. What are the low lights of the last year? I know this is a more difficult question to answer.
I'm not sure there's any.
Just perfect year.
Yeah.
What can we say? We're perfect.
I think it would more be stuff coming from the outside, no? We had a couple administrative issues that were quite annoying and frustrating, right, Lori? I think if I had to pinpoint something, it'd be that. I'm not going to go into it because it's obviously very boring, but yeah, I think it'd be that.
For me, it wasn't a super down thing, but so I moved to Dakar during this year, and so already from the get-go we've been international team. We've been doing a lot online and kind of distance management, coordinating it all. But I think being in Dakar made it even harder in a way. I don't know, feeling also really far. because like most of the team were in Europe, and so I was like really far, and then having to, I don't know, just adapt to it. But it's been a good lesson and a good experience also, and yeah, just reinforcing that.
Has it taken away a bit from the enjoyment of planning or being part of the team when you're not physically present in the community, let's say?
No, no, actually, like it's also just kept home. Like it makes me feel
Hmm.
like home. Like when I'm working on treats, I just feel like connected back to, yeah, home. I said home a lot of in my last sentence. Um, but yeah, no, not at all. It's just been a new way of doing it.
And you've
Yeah.
done so well. I mean, on social media,
Thank
chapeau.
you.
Yeah. And it's nice
Thank-
that there's also like some kind of, trust, like you've given us sort of the rein, like, with the like couple of events that we've organized like back in the south of France. I'm pretty sure like to see, your baby like sort of taking its next couple of steps like without you being there must be quite strange. But I think it's nice that like, we were able to, yeah, to basically adapt to this whole new dynamic.
Yeah, I think definitely because we've been like already doing this for a while, so like, we're used to working together also, so it made it all a lot easier. And I also it's nice because by now I also know who or like who do I talk to for what and stuff. And so yeah. Anyways, it's all a teamwork.
Yeah. It's been what, like a year and almost 6 months now, right?
In May, it's gonna be 2 years.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
been a while.
Yep.
How about you, Andrea? Any difficult challenges, let's say, of the last year? I mean, getting to Ghana must not have been easy.
Yeah, we had some issues for the visa. We weren't sure we were going because also of the COVID situations, but no, in the end, I don't see any negative side. I mean, yeah, of course, it's a challenge to like how can I say, to organize activities all the time, or to get the time for treats and work like in personal lives. But
Mm.
it's, if you're passionate and if you're happy to do that, then you find the time.
For those of you who don't know or haven't seen in the social media, just for context, the whole Ghana trip is a group of people from Treats that decide to go to Ghana in order to, well, Laurie, Sophie, Andrea, and Lisa went over there to, well, be with the school and the charity that we collaborate with, and see these people that we're trying to help in person. So that was like kind of the first, let's say, mission from Treats that went over there, and will hopefully not be the last. So
Actually, sorry, I just have a question
yeah.
because like Andrea, what you were just saying, like having to juggle like work, like your full-time job and treats. Like, do you guys feel like this year you can do that better than when we started, like in 2020? Like, do you feel like you're better at it now than before, or?
I think, go ahead.
Go for it, Jess.
Personally, like when we started in May, I was not working in the job that I'm working in right now. So, and this whole year was kind of, adapting. And since I'm working in a startup, it's been very hectic for the past year. So I think today I'm way better at it than I was a year ago, let's say. But it's been a struggle, I have to say. But it's not necessarily like because of treats. It's more because, yeah, I haven't been able to really, I guess, yeah, manage my time with work. Like it's been super hectic, and I'm yeah. But I think, yeah, I'm better at it now.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to go a little bit philosophical right now. And of course, there might be some obvious answers to this, but let's see if we can find some interesting ones. My question is, why did you decide to join Treats? Of course, Lorianne is a friend of ours, and the idea was born.
Forced you into it.
You could say so. But no, I'm kidding.
Not.
No. I mean, the first one that we joined, let's say, was a virtual event where we were all stuck at home, and let's say maybe the commitment was not the largest, but of course, over time, our dedication to this organization has grown and the time dedication has also grown. But maybe the question is not why did you join Treats, but why are you staying in Treats?
So I can respond to why did I join Treats. It was actually during an event that Laurie and Lisa were organizing. It was a yoga and walk in the south of France. And then we were having a lunch, just us three. And Lauriane was talking about creating real events, more of this kind of events like yoga, retreat. And I was saying, oh, I could do like all the design of like the tables and try to organize the lunch and everything. And she was like, yeah, we should organize something in real, like for summer. And so this is how it started. And since I've been like really into it and enjoying it. And I don't see myself now out like without Treats. I mean, it gave me so much like another I think I discovered another part of myself. I've never been part of anything like social or helping others. It was, I mean, maybe I was a bit selfish, I don't know, but I was like really focused on work and on my personal life, like traveling. And I just discovered like how to engage socially with people that are in difficulties. And so yeah, it's just a new part of me and I just like it and want to continue.
It's amazing.
So cute. That's so nice to hear.
Jess, thoughts?
So basically, I think I've always like, yeah, from a very young age, I've always like during the summer, I would always give like a week, let's say, of my 2-month break to help the elderly. So I would go to Lourdes. So I've always kind of like had this thing of giving at least a little part of my time to help the elderly, and I always, felt so much satisfaction from that, from having like a somewhat regular like charitable activity. And so Treats came along, and what's better than doing something for the good of others, like with your best friends. I get to share my passion for events that unfortunately stopped because of COVID, and I got that again from Treats. And yeah, what can be better? Like, I'm doing what I love with the people that I love for the benefit of others. And to be honest, the satisfaction that it brings me, the happiness, the relief, everything is 100% why I'm up like in Treats. I wouldn't have, yeah, couldn't say it any better.
I think what you said about like working with your best friends, like I think like Carlos, like you said in the beginning, like we started, during the pandemic, and then I guess like I reached out the closest people I knew, and then it grew also bigger with Andrea and other people who joined along the way. But yeah, I think like working with like our friends, and also obviously we have times where we disagree or where we see things differently, but at the end of the day, I think it makes the bond even stronger. And I mean, it's been a year and a half. I haven't lost any friends because of Treats. I've actually it's only become like stronger, and yeah, and it's just really cool to see like also all of our own sides, what we've experienced, and how like together we can make Treats like come to life and all these events. And I don't know, just yeah, for me that's a big part. And then why I'm still in it. I actually, yeah, I really have a long-term vision for Treats. I would love to be one day full-time on it. Who knows, like how and when and all of these things. But yeah, if we're going into like the objectives of next year of 2022, that's definitely part of it. Like trying to find more concrete ways of being able to be full-time on this, and yeah, see maybe also how other people could be more involved, or like on a more like how can I say this?
Regular basis, maybe, or
Yeah,
consistent. Yeah.
yeah, and like what's the best model? How should we go about it? And yeah, we're having a cool beginning of the year also with the entire team, so I look forward to that. Like also how, yeah, obviously like I have my own ideas for Treats. You all have your own ideas as well, and like I'm excited for that call to like see how we all envision 2022, because I think that's the big something really important is that we're all on the same page and we all kind of go to the same direction, I guess.
Yeah.
What about you, Carlos?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give a selfish answer considering the previous answers that were given. I have to say, for me, it's a great playing ground. Um, really, I mean, as cliche as it may sound, it's a place to explore your passions, right, in different avenues. It's a great place to practice. It's a great place to really share in the most pure way of the word. Share. Okay, well, for example, before I was sharing my musical taste, if we didn't have a platform like this, it would just be me sharing it on social media, which is something that isn't born from me naturally. But Treats kind of gives me, I don't want to say a sense of safety, but a reason to share. It's not just because I want to give my passion and showing off, oh, look how amazing I am at this or how amazing my taste is. It gives a purpose to my passion, which is kind of like a vicious cycle of helping to maintain it and improve on it, right? Yeah. And then of course there's the social aspect, meeting people. Now that we're actually going to have that second retreat, I'm going to meet people that I would never have met if I hadn't been involved in this. You're going to travel to places, you're going to meet even just the guests, not just the team, meeting them in person, which is also going to be amazing, but also the guests themselves that are people that I would never have interacted with had it not been for my high involvement in something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to be at the retreat. It's gonna be fun.
Me too, me too.
For those who don't know, we're having a retreat.
Quick plug.
Shameless plug. Yeah, 21st to 23rd. So yeah, get your pass. Don't miss out.
Laurie touched about this a little bit, but let's be a bit more concrete. What is your vision of Treats in 5 years? And I kind of want to start with Jess and Andrea and then see Laurie, because maybe you've given it a bit more thought, and but I'm curious to see what they think, just so it doesn't affect their opinion. Anyone want to volunteer?
We've talked about it a little bit with Laurie. I'm not going to say it's my vision for in 5 years' time, because I really hope that this will actually be accomplished a lot sooner.
Nice.
But I would really love for Treats to have actual headquarters, and like for us to like really build like a Treats community there, somewhere where we can like give classes, where we can just have this base where everybody can come and meet and share their different passions, and like really build like a Treats family, and for it not only to occur during events but on a daily basis. That would be for me I'm not going to say in 5 years, because I really wanted to
be sooner.
to be sooner, but yeah, and for us to become like a someone known association in Europe, and for us to collaborate with many different charities.
Is the future success of Treats dependent on a physical component? Do we need that physical space, or do we need to have physical retreats, physical activities in order for the actual organization to grow? Or can it be something that can live purely on a virtual landscape?
I think both. I mean, we need physical because we're humans, and I don't see it's like fully virtual, because it will miss the human connection that we can have when we're together. And I mean, social media is the future. I think we need to keep this part, but we need also to keep the human activities.
So would it work in the metaverse,
physical,
where we're all plugged into our virtual reality glasses and we just show up to a yoga class, but we're actually all in our homes? Is this Treats?
Does it talk about metaverse right now?
But can it live in a space like this? Is it possible, or does it not make sense if you can't make physical contact? So what do you think, Andrea, of 5 years' time?
Well, I agree with Jess, and we had these discussions before, but the idea of a cafe, of like a place where you meet people. But yeah, I see it's much bigger. I see it helping out also more locally, like I mean, there's a lot of need of help in Africa, but I think in France or other European countries too. So I see it, yeah, helping others more locally and become a bigger community and share more passions, and yeah, just like a bigger thing. And yes. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't know if Laura, if you have anything else to add, or if not, I'll give you the complicated question of the 10 years ahead of time.
Okay, bring it on.
Yeah.
10 years. Well, I guess in 10 years, well, what the girls just said, like having a physical place has been like on our minds, and I've shared it in also calls we've all had with the team. Like, y'all know where my head is at and where I think most of us are, like our vision. And in 10 years, I think that we will have built quite some experiences like in 10 years. So also in terms of project like implementation. So what you're saying, Andrea, like local programs is also something I've been thinking about. And also we will, I don't know, I think people hopefully will know about treats and will be able to like really know what they're joining in, and then the programs that they will sorry, support, they'll be like proper, like not that they're not properly implemented now, but that like we will ourselves be implementing projects as well, and not like necessarily always yeah, we'll just be more like collaborating rather than donating. And like that makes sense, because now like we raise funds for a charity and we don't implement our own projects. But yeah, I think that in 10 years time, and hopefully sooner, because yeah,
I think it's an attainable goal. I think that let's say we're on the right path in order to reach those objectives. Of course, there's going to be many challenges along the way. There's one thing that I think would be very exciting for us, and it's something that I'd like to actually talk about in the internal meeting, but having, let's say, local national charters. So, having the Treats Spain division, where you have, somebody that is in contact with the main, let's say, headquarters. But, you can be a member in the Spanish local, and then the local Spanish treats teams are organize activities on a lower level. And it's not always, let's say, coming from the headquarters, but rather it becomes a distributed thing, and it's basically just the treats brand and the way of doing things that becomes part of, let's say, the product. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know if franchising is the word, but kind of in that idea where like you have one and then like it branches out into like the different countries where you are. Yeah. But there was something else I want to say about the 10 years. Yeah, so like also having that space, I think like so yeah, I envision it as having like a space with like the studio and all of this, but again, it could be like in one location, but even in other locations as well. And why not have a retreat space, and why not organize retreats outside of France as well? And I would love to have also our participants come and yeah, meet the students, meet the teachers, have also this exchange, really like strengthen this exchange where it's like they can also teach us, and we have a lot to learn from the students. And I think also from our trip in Ghana, and this is something that I would like to implement sooner than in 10 years. And yeah, it's like having also members from the school who like would become treats members themselves, and like really be like just really be a part of this initiative, and yeah, be actors themselves in the thing that we raise funds for, if that makes sense. Like that they also are part of this action, part of the efforts that we do, and yeah, have their voice also. Not that they don't have it now, but just be more involved.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we can of course get value from the community within treats, but if we can expand that to even a more global space, then that's just amazing. That's really the next step. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's do a bit more of a light question this time. I'm curious as to if you could explore somebody else's passion that isn't the one that you currently share in treats, or if you could be as good as somebody in their passion in specific, which one would you choose? I've always wanted to do this. I'm not good at this, and I wish I was. I know for sure mine would be cooking, because that's essential. I love food. I love to eat, but I'm a terrible cook, so I hate eating my own food. So that would be something that I definitely love to have Dimitri's skill at.
So are we like looking at the passions that we have within the team now, or it can be
Yeah, I mean, it
anything?
can be another one. It doesn't necessarily have to be one that we've explored at Treats right now.
I don't know if this answers your question, but anyways, I'm gonna go. For me, it's boxing, like getting better at it. Like it's a new, so yeah, again, when I moved now to Dakar, like I got to join a boxing club and yeah, just get better at it, learn, progress, and it's something that I really want to get better at. And it's I never really I always I was so focused on dancing, and I still am. I still love dancing, but it's been really nice also to explore something new and get a different kick out of it. I guess like it's just yeah.
No, but not kicks, huh? In boxing, you can't kick. I don't know if they told you that.
Watch out.
But there's a lot of connections to dancing and boxing.
Yeah,
I mean,
flexibility.
Yeah, coordination, feet coordination. You need to have a lot of that. The athletic part. Yeah. Would you ever compete?
Actually, last night I went to watch the national championship in Senegal of boxing. It was so cool, and like watching them compete at a professional level, I was like, I think I was just like sitting on my chair, like so tense, and one girl threw up on the ring, and I was like, oh my god. And then this one guy like nearly fainted, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know if I'm ready. But I'm definitely like admirative of the dedication, but that's for any professional sport or even chefs. Like I know it's really hard in the kitchen and anything like but yeah, well, I'll let you know if I go professional.
Nice. Andrea, Jess, any ideas?
Go on.
I will say I have two passions from the Treats team that I not envy, but I am very admirative of. It's Dimitri's passion as well, because I love cooking, but he has a real talent that we discovered during the first day retreat festival that we did. And yeah, super talented, and always he always has some great ideas for the team, and when we talk about cooking. So this would be something I would like to develop personally. And then also I envy the community of yoga. So it will be like Sophie, Anders, and Lisa, because we've been doing a lot of yoga in Ghana, and it was great. And we had to share this passion with also the students and the teachers over there. And it's just a great community. Like they always meet new people and share. And I can see Lisa is a close friend, and she is always motivated to do yoga. And yeah, I am very admirative of her strengths and motivation.
Nice. How about you, Jess?
Tough one, actually. There's a lot of different things that I'd love to be good at. I think the first one is going to sound very lame, but I'd love to be good at dancing. I mean, I used to dance when I was younger. I don't know. I think I lost my coordination, lost everything.
No, you're
I'm kidding. No, but I remember, Laurie, when we would dance together and make choreographies, like I see, the happening and the happiness, and the stress relief that it brings you. And yeah, I love dancing. Like I really do. I would just love to, look nice when I actually dance. And yeah, if I had to choose the second one, it would definitely be the cooking as well, for the same reasons that you both mentioned. Yeah,
Popular passion.
I really enjoy cooking, but yeah, I'd like to be really good at it.
Nice. Okay, so let's finish up with the classic this or that. I have a couple of these that I think are very relevant to the Treats community. And I'm going to do quick fire. So I'll ask the question and let's do order. Lori, Andrea, Jess. First thing that comes to mind, pure natural instinct. Yeah. So if you could only do one for the rest of your life, yoga or sport?
Sport.
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 Nice. Okay. Healthy night of candle making or crazy night dancing?
Crazy night dancing.
Crazy night dancing too.
Me too, 100%.
100%, no doubt. Okay, this one's a tough one. Look young forever. That doesn't necessarily mean that you will live forever, but just look young forever. But lose your passion, never be able to practice it again, or stay the way that it is right now.
No, stay the way that it is for sure. Give me the wrinkles, give me it all. I'll be dancing even when I look whatever I look.
And it's so beautiful to get old.
Yeah,
It's part of life.
Yeah.
Life.
Okay, I would definitely stay young forever. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're being
Yeah.
controversial now.
No, listen,
No.
it's not.
Podcast again, really?
No, listen, I can find so many other passions. I can lose a couple. It's not a problem. That's the thing, right? You have to, it's not just about the one thing. You can explore many other things. Life has so many things to offer that you don't have to stick to one thing. And if I can get this amazing benefit, then go for it.
Yeah, I guess for me, like looking old is not the worst, but yeah.
No, I mean, it's not an issue. Listen, George Clooney looks great and he looks better when he's older. So you never know, but why risk it? Okay, last one. Winter or summer vacation?
Summer vacation.
Yeah, summer.
Yeah, summer. Definitely.
I don't know what to answer to this one, to be honest.
It's tough, but
It's tough because, you know, winter vacations are great and you should definitely sign up to the retreat that we have on the 21st of January. Okay, guys. I don't know if you have any closing remarks or any other maybe questions to me or questions to each other. No, I think we can leave it here.
No, I'm just curious also because we've been sharing like our thoughts, our vision for treats, but I'm also curious for the listeners, like if they want to comment or share their vision, how they see treats, what they think, or if they have any advice, tips, like we're always open to it. And yeah, just really happy to have this chat and can't wait to, yeah, just to see where 2022 takes us. Let's do it.
All right, guys.
do it.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, girls, for joining. And well, we'll see each other at the retreat.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Carlos.
No problem.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, guys.